G'day guys, Nath here from Wild Reaches. I'm on my way home from a big trip up here in Cape York, and I've run a new set of tyres this trip that I want to share with you guys because they were absolutely brilliant. Now, if you watch the show, you know that I love my Yokohama Geolandars. I've run almost every set of their range, from the G003s, the G005s, like the whole lot, and I really rate them. But this trip I ran the X-ATs and they were exceptional. So I want to talk to you about three things. Firstly is safety. I was the first on scene yesterday to an accident. A vehicle going 100 k's an hour rolled several times down the road. And the reason for it was they blew their front driver's side tyre. And it really got me thinking that all of us, if you're doing these sort of kilometres, you're out here in the Australian outback, it's very dangerous. The most important thing are your tyres. It's the one thing, or the first thing between you and the road, so put your money into quality tyres like Yokohama's. I can't recommend that highly enough after seeing what I saw yesterday. Number two is the appearance. Yokohama Geolandars have this very square, up and down, real tough, aggressive look, which really suits my 79 series Land Cruiser. I love them. I absolutely love that look. And it goes across their whole range. X-ATs are no exception. They look aggressive and tough. And number three is practicality, the usefulness of these tyres. Now, like I say, I've run them all, and the X-ATs seem to be good in every application. So this trip I've done thousands of kilometres on the bitumen, and they were very quiet. They were definitely the quietest of all the, actually I've had the all-terrains as well, the full all-terrains, but these were just as quiet. These were, you just don't hear them. They're great tyres for highway use. I did a lot of kilometres in soft sand, and like all tyres, you let your tyre pressures down, your vehicle's gonna come alive basically. So one part through some very soft sand along this riverbank in the Cape, I didn't see it coming. I had my tyres on about 45 PSI and the truck was working hard. I thought I was gonna get stuck, but I didn't. I just made it to the other end, and then I dropped my tyre pressures right down with my tail between my legs. Put the boat in and everything, and on the way out, I had my tyres down on about 19 PSI, which is quite low for the amount of weight I have on the back here, but they bellowed right out and it had this big footprint and it just crawled through like a tank. Absolutely amazing. So that's a lesson there for all of you. Let your tyre pressures down in that soft sand. They've got this really aggressive looking sidewall, which is different for an all-terrain tyre. I suppose that's why they called it X-AT, because they're a bit of a mixture. Now, the aggressive sidewall works a couple of ways. If you're gonna let your tyre pressures down through some rocky kind of escarpment country, which I did a little bit of this trip, it's gonna give you that nice wide footprint, but the aggressive sidewall gives you that extra traction and protects your sidewalls. So when your footprint gets bigger, you've got more traction there, but you're not gonna rip it open on a rock. Same thing in this burnt country up here in Cape York. The indigenous tribes burn certain areas every year and throughout the year, and I'm quite often cutting through there with the locals, and there's lots of like stakes, you know, like fallen trees that have been burnt. They get these sharp edges, get really, really hard from the fire, and they're terrible for staking tyres. That extra sidewall protection really comes into its own out there. The tread itself is, for an all-terrain tyre, is quite aggressive. There's a lot of room between the treads to funnel that mud in and out, spit it out. So for an all-terrain tyre or X-AT tyre that are nice and quiet on the highway, on the bitumen, they're still very aggressive in the mud, in the soft sand, and like I say, this trip I covered it all and I was extremely impressed. So I've had the full range of the Yokohama Geolandar tyres, right? And I'd recommend all of them. I love them all. They all have their place. But if you're gonna do a big trip like up to the Cape, across to the Kimberleys, Arnhem Land, out to Uluru, or through the Victorian high country, and you want a tyre that's gonna do it all, I would definitely recommend the Yokohama Geolandar X-ATs because they've really impressed me. I think they're the best tyre I've had, and I'll be going back for round two on these tyres. I don't know the kilometres you're going to get out of them just yet. I've done thousands on these and they look brand new, so I'm really impressed with that, but I'll let you guys know as we work our way through the thousands more kilometres I'm going to get, the trips I'm going to do on these tyres, and I'll check back in. But yeah, Nath from Wild Reaches. I'm loving, as you all know, I love my Yokohama Geolandars, but these X-ATs are absolutely brilliant.